Bow to Senior Head Instructor.
Bow to Assistant Instructor, Advanced, Intermediate, little students, all right. 100 jumping jacks.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100.
I finished.
Okay.
I just do it quicker.
Put your position.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir.
It's a workout to even count.
Say it.
It's a workout to count, wow.
Yes, it is. It's restricting your mind.
It's hard.
Gets you in better shape. That's why we make it do it. It's just hard. It's even harder to do with mask on.
Yeah. It would be easier.
Second set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir.
This last set will go a little slower. You want to simulate dynamic tension, so that's go slow and try to engage all the muscles the same.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Last set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir.
On your backs with piston kicks.
Yes, sir.
First set of 30.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir.
set,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
second set, begin.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
I'm getting glasses. That was random, but I'm excited. Okay, sorry.
Yep. Last set,
Yes, sir.
begin.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Very good. Sit up.
Yes, sir.
Feet straight out in front.
Yes, sir.
Reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes.
Yes, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
And bend one leg in.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Switch.
Yes, sir.
Reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes.
Yes, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Bottom of the feet together.
Yes, sir.
Bend forward, touch your nose to your toes, or as far as you can go.
Yes, sir.
One, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Seated ankle, legs wide apart, lift yourself up, and turn to your right.
Yes, sir.
And turn and shift to the other side.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
indicate the mat, you can stretch further. Good focus. And back to center. Say the ankle weight wide apart.
Clear.
One, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Reach to one side.
Yes, sir.
Reach to the other side.
Yes, sir.
And reach to both sides. Touch your head to the floor or as far as you can go.
Yes, sir.
One, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
And last stretch, feet straight out in front. And one leg back and lean back. And switch.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
And stand up.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Any additional stretches? Right, now, we've been working on the Drunken and Dragon section of the 108. Dragon section is one of the harder, more demanding as far as coordination and things like that, and physically. A lot of the moves it has to do with like crouching and stuff, and spinning and pivoting while crouching. It all has its benefits, we'll go over those. All right, so I want to see what you remember. Attention, stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
5 animal salute.
5 animal salute.
Tighten it up, tighten it up. 2 tigers, hide the trail.
2 tigers, side the trail.
Very good, very good, very good. Tame the tiger, shoot the tiger.
Tame the tiger, shoot the tiger.
8, drunken gods.
8.
Drunken gods.
Old man exits the cave.
Old man. Exits the cave.
One finger asks a question.
One finger asks a question.
First star punching method.
First star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Two fists continually punching downward.
Two fists continually punching downward.
Immediately punching upward.
Immediately punching upward.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
5-animal salute.
Five-animal salute.
Two tigers side to trail.
Two tigers side to trail.
Okay, reset.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
8. Drunken gods.
8. Drunken gods.
Old man exits the cave.
Old man. Hey.
One finger asks the question.
One finger asks question.
First star punching method.
First star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Second star punching method.
Two fists continually punching downward.
Two fists continually punching downward.
Immediately punching upward.
Immediately punching upward.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Pull sweep, push sweep.
Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's all shift over a little bit. Make sure you have a space in the mirror that you can see yourself stagger. Switch places with you, will it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hold on. Beer here. Okay. What was I going to show you? Yes. So pull sweep, push sweep. Let's do it in the mirror so we can get the alignment right. Now, of course, that we're doing our bow stance. There's space between the legs. Go ahead, do your bow stance. Now, the thing with pull sweep, push sweep is you're trying to keep this leg bent just as much as it is. It's impressive when you do something like that, but it also shows that you have strength of that leg, right? So that's what we're showing right now. So stop doing that. Switch your feet. So I'm standing here. I'm going to try to stay this low, push 1, and come back 2, and stay balanced the whole time. Now, I'm just focusing on the front kick right now. I know it doesn't go straight back. So if you're oh, that's not what your shoulders are. I'm aware. Just do what I'm asking you to do.
Yes, sir.
Push, boom, and pull back. Right, so it's more of a, there's a pull in and a strike out, so it is more of a like a rolling kick, so it's like a side kick, right? So in, it still has that press, but notice it's not, it's a stomp.
Yes, sir.
Right, so bring it, so it's the straight up, if you're looking in the mirror, the straight up the line, it's just stomp right where it came from. So up, in, and boom, down, back. Yes. Stay balanced, in, and pop. Back. That thigh starts to burn, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Goodness. So with that going, it's the same way on the other side. But let's do the second half. So we pull in and we strike. This helps our balance, because if we just swing, that's why it kind of throws you off a little bit, right? So if you come in and you strike, you're coming to center, pushing out. Boom.
Yes, sir.
And now from here, so let's add the hands. So at this point, we've done this in these 2 double inside blocks that would go here if we were standing straight, right? But we don't want to shove this person into our face, right? After we kick their leg out from under them, we don't want them to fall on us. Boom, we want them to go over here. Or at least bend over, do something, just get out of my face, right? So after I bust the leg, I want to pull him to the right. So with that being said, my claws, after I do my inside blocks, I'm blocking, remember I told you I'm blocking his punch and grabbing his shoulder, right, to keep him exposed like this. So punch shoulder is gonna go here. And now we have, this is the artistic expression of that. The hands we're gonna pull into, this hand can't go much further, but it's gonna go here, all the way to the right. Flex the wrist back, because you're yanking. So we're gonna yank and strike. And now we're gonna swing out, that swing out that we talked about. If the leg is still bent, so don't hurt yourself. So after you stomp, swing out and push at the same time as you. right? There's a timing to it. That same timing that you perform it is the same timing you would need to pop somebody off their game, right? So let's try it again. So we do our inside blocks. We're gonna pull, strike, right? And now notice, because you did the first one correctly, the second one is also aligned correctly. Watch. So if I pull to the hip and stomp forward, if I'm stepping out, swinging my leg diagonally, then wouldn't my hands need to push diagonally? If they're standing upright and I'm swinging out, boom, I need to go opposite the way my leg is going so that they'll fall over. So because I did the first one right, boom, then when I do the second one, it's coming just as, I exaggerated, but it comes exactly how it needs to. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, yes, ma'am.
Is it okay if like, cause you, okay, so I just have my foot go straight back. You're saying it goes like that. So does it matter if it necessarily, if it's not in the same, like, exact spot as before, like, not?
Yeah, naturally it might not
Like,
be.
it's okay if you're like from here instead of here?
No,
Is it okay if it's here instead of here?
no, you should get it close back as to where it was. So if you were from here and you went and stomped, boom, when you swing back, you shouldn't be much further from there. But you can stop a little further out if that helps you. There's nothing wrong with that. Does that make sense?
That's what I showed you.
I said it
Yes,
helps you.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any questions? No? All right, now I want you to try that on your own a couple times on the same side and then do it on the other side. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, yeah. You have more strength there than you do with the short shoulder. Go close, make it work here. Bring it all the way to the wrist. Yeah. That's sharp. Then we'll go this way, right, because you're doing the other side. So you inside block and push out. There you go. Uh-huh. Emphasize that stomp, emphasize that first stomp. Make both your fingers point the same way. That either, if you're doing this side, then you'll go this way. If you're doing this side, then you'll go this way.
So I can move this way.
Yeah? Yeah. Okay, T.
Okay.
Now I want you to practice. Now that you've tried it, now we're gonna practice with an intent. I want you to change this fact about it. What move do we do in this class before and after everything, and during most things? If the hand isn't doing anything, when in doubt,
Your feet are doing it.
when the hand isn't doing anything, when in doubt of what to do with the hands, do what?
Chamber.
Chamber. Who said that? That was you. Thank you, Saul. Chamber. If you don't know what to do with the hands, put it up here. If it has a purpose and you don't even know what it is, put it right here. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Oh, even at the tournament. Go to the tournament, you forget the moves, BS some stances, and then get to where you need to be. Get to a point where you can continue or end it. All we do is salute and then just end it. Yes, ma'am.
Is this because this is the best place to respond to anything?
Yeah, that, but it's also the best place for power, right? Because if you throw punches, that's where they all come from. And these are power punches that are in so many other styles of martial arts.
It also keeps you like small, you know,
That-
you're not like.
Exactly, you're not within any other amount. But as far as striking and pulling, if we do this all the time and do this all the time, wouldn't you assume that this is the stronger way to pull backward? So y'all are relying a lot on your deltoid and very weak muscles when y'all yank like this. These muscles just aren't that strong. So when you yank, when I said pulling, you're not pulling into your chest, but imagine pulling into your chest is just over here. So I want your elbow to rub all the way to the wrist. I want you to yank like that. Practically, when you actually yank someone, after practicing like this, when you actually go do it, it'll come out like that, but you'll engage the right muscles. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Sir.
So that's what we're trying to do now. We need to engage the right muscles as we perform it, since we can't actually yank on each other. Y'all would find out very quickly after trying to yank on each other that this, from somebody standing upright, an adult person, it's not about to work, even if you kick their leg out in front of them. Right? You might have just busted their shin and made them upset. Okay? So when you yank, you're strongest, yank like you're elbowing his buddy behind him. Yank like you're fighting 3 people at once. You have this guy, and you're gonna kick his leg, yank him, and elbow his buddy. So when you yank, I want you to right back behind you, real tough. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Elbow should rub all the way to wrist. Okay, now give it a try.
Yes,
With
sir.
that in mind.
So that means the forearm is stronger than this part of that?
The deltoid is just the small part here. Your forearm is much stronger than that. You hold much stronger than that. When you hold all the groceries, would you rather hold the groceries like this or like this? Your elbows.
Like this.
Like that. So it's not necessarily that they might be stronger, they're just stronger in different ways. They have more endurance because you use them more. If you did carry groceries like this all the time, you probably wouldn't have a problem with it.
If I'm into someone like that though, instead of like that.
Yeah, but you're not using the strength of your deltoid to bump into somebody.
You're just using this as
Deltoid
cushion.
motion is this.
Yeah, you're
Anytime
just using this as cushion.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. And then yank that. Yes. Make it sharp. Out. Make it strong. Okay, then, sharp. Make it strong. More. Beautiful. Like that, does that make sense? That's how you perform up over your limb all the time, it doesn't do anything. I want this one to come to your hip, and I want this one to come to your shoulder. Shoulder, Yep. Try the other side, try to teach yourself the other side.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Emphasize the stomp. Take your time. You don't have to do it all in one motion. Take your time, focus on the first one, then focus on the second one. Get the first one right. Get it locked in, right? Pull. Take your time, swing it out. And get your timing right. Take your time.
Yes, sir.
Just a break.
What?
Nah. Yeah. Yeah, the more circle. Circle your feet, your foot, not your hand. The hands will do what they're supposed to because they're pointing the hip back to center. But from the hip to center, that's naturally diagonal. The only thing you have to emphasize is this, the swing of the leg. So when you land, I don't want you to swing your hands back. Yes.
Can you critique me?
Because first and foremost, I'm gonna tell you to do good most. I wanna tell you all the basics first, so both hands
Yes,
first.
sir.
Now let me see it again. Stay in both hands. You have to use that thumb muscle, stay in it, bend it more. Bend it more. You don't have to go, you don't have to go deeper, just bend the knee more. Bring the feet close together. Okay, now bend the knee a little, right there. Now stay there, and now use those muscles, now stay there. Yeah, that's much better. So the last part, after you bust the one, don't go straight back, you have to swing it. It has to come deliberate outward circle.
Isn't it stronger?
Careful. Ah, yeah, that leg's gotta be strong. Take, out to yourself. Right, that was your self practice. Take a look.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The thigh should be burning by now.
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, big crazy hip flexor workout.
Yes, sir.
All that.
Uh-huh. Boom, and then,
Oh,
yes, sir.
You don't need weights, just do one.
pretty much.
It was weird because Kung Fu helped me be good at so many other games. So when I participated in other fielding events, I wasn't a jock, so I didn't do football or any of that stuff, but I knew all those guys, you know, so,
You're a runner.
we would do certain stuff. Yeah, I ran track, but not super seriously. I went to a couple meets, you know, practice all the time. But most of the time, this was my thing. So it was like, there's no way to like show people that you do this stuff. You post a video or something like that. So when I started running track or just do little activities like kickball or anything like that, people were like, that's that kung fu stuff. Or even slap boxing in the hallway. After a while, I couldn't do that anymore because they wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
Like I'd get in there and be like, and they'd be like, nah, you know that stuff. Don't let people fool you, don't.
You can still technically do wrestling, right? You don't have to be like.
No, you don't have to be big. Well, you don't have to be big to do it, or big or small to do it. But they're way
No,
less.
I'm just talking about wrestling specifically.
Yes.
Thinking about going to tennis, but back to tennis, there's a lot of cats, like when you serve,
Yeah.
and then there's a lot of like bow stances, like when you don't live.
I like football, but I've never got it seriously, and I can only throw.
Yeah, when you think about commonality in motion, like I throw a football so well, and it's just you line it up just right. So I'll stand and I'll just do a little cross step, behind step, turn and step like I would do a punch, and just whoop, and the ball comes out so beautifully. And I'm like, oh. Boy, I tell you. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't throw when I was a kid. Of course, I threw a ball when I was a kid, but not like that. I was just relaxed and boom, it comes out so perfectly. I'm
The way-
like, no wonder these quarterbacks.
The way I learned to make it spiral was like, with the
Off the
wrist.
finger, yeah, off the fingertips. All right, now, so we've gone through pull sweep, push sweep. We haven't done much after that. How does everybody feel about the pull sweep, push sweep now? A little bit better? Yes? Good. I'm not gonna tear y'all styles up any further. It's a good workout though. Boom, boom. It reminds me of Taibo. What if I low-key just told y'all that's all we were doing? I was like, we're just trying to get y'all to do Taibo.
That would be more fun though.
No, it would not.
I think it would.
Okay, so boom, 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 boom.
Challenge.
Now, let's go ahead and throw in the rest, some other moves. So, we just did the last push feet. We're gonna take this left hand, we're gonna swing it down, and it's a deliberate strike. So you're gonna strike back at the back of the wrist, and then grab. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's a strike grab. Strike grab. Okay. So I come down, strike grab. I'm gonna step out so I can turn with the correct bow stance. Now this grip here is gonna stay just like this, and you're gonna pull in like the wrist, right? Kind of like a crane stance, right? But here, I'm gonna pull in and then elbow. Notice that our elbows don't go straight up; they go inward toward our nose. Elbow inward towards our own nose. It'll take a little bit of flexibility if you don't have
Is
it.
this one still in the claw?
Say it again.
Is this one still in the claw?
Yes, it is, or a closed squeeze fist. Step to a dragon, step to a horse stance, but not an even horse, somewhat staggered, because we're about to strike off the back leg, remember? Now I'm gonna press down with the right hand, and as I press down with the right hand, I'm gonna bring my left back. Boom. Does that make sense? Everybody there?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, from here I'm gonna shift and strike. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Now this next move is called sweep the sea to push the mountain. Just sweeping the bottom of the sea, where is that? It ain't,
Bottom.
it's not in the sky, as far as we know. Right? Sweep the sea, cross in front, push the mountain, right? You gotta come out somewhat horizontally. Now as you're bending, it'll seem like it's coming out diagonally, because you're gonna bend, boom, but go to the same height, right? So we're here. And now, another common motion that we've done similarly, bring your right over left and unwind, open. But this time we're not gonna bring the fists to the hips, we're gonna open. Dragon stretches his claws, just fists, double back fists. Keep the arms straight but not straight, bent but not bent. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Let's do that again.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. We just did the last pull sweep, push sweep. And now we're gonna reach back, strike and grab, shift, elbow and pull in. Do a stance, boy. Step to your bow stance, step to a horse stance, staggered. Press down with the right and pull back with the left. As you separate, and then you're gonna shift and strike. Shift, step out again, sweep the sea to push the mountain. Unwind. Dragon stretches his claws real big. Here.
sir.
Okay, Ms. Kelly, can you lead that one time?
Yes, sir.
Try to find a way to show you what that move does. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, a lot of cool applications in this section. Pull see, push me with one of them. Push me, Ms. Kelly.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Sweep the sea to push the mountains.
Sweep the sea to push the mountain.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Feet together.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Reset. Monkey steals the peaches.
Monkey steals the peaches.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Sweep the sea to push the mountains.
Sweep the sea to push the mountain.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Feet together.
Yes,
Put
ma'am.
your feet together. Now, I want you to understand, let's try to visualize and feel these emotions, right? So, someone is behind you, walked up behind you, said, whisper something disrespectfully in your ear, you whacked them, right? Got hold, turn, and as you turn, now at this point, if you grab hold and you're bending your elbow, you just pull up a little bit. Your elbow is now in their solar plexus for the average person, right? And you're not elbowing, you're just applying pressure, right? So you grab, apply pressure, and then you're gonna turn and turn into them, right? But you're keeping this pressure to keep space between you, right? I'm here, got my elbow, and then I got my space, I'm creating space between us so that he's not kissing me, and my elbow right to his chin. And if I don't, even if I miss, this puts more space and things between me and him, and this gives me an opportunity to push out. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So if we could wrap up and do this, that's something that we work on. You gotta be comfortable getting a nice bear hug or something like that and working through this with a partner. But they come behind, grab or grab a hold of your arm or something like that, like that, grab. You're gonna squeeze, even if you don't have what you're looking for, you have the pants that's startling enough. Just pull in and turn, right? Just to have control of where they go, because they are technically behind you, and if you haven't turned to see them, or you can't see them, you need to have a grip on them so you know where they are. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Elbow, apply pressure, turn, and you gotta catch that, boom. Yes?
Sir.
So visualizing that, I wish we could practice it, but visualizing that, that's one thing. Monkey silk peaches. Dragon versus claws is a nice trade, teaching you how to trade. So after we've done, let's go ahead and give it a try. We just did our push feet. Now, reach back, monkey. Let's go. Monkey steals the peaches.
Monkey steals the peaches.
So I really want you to try to get that elbow in towards your own nose. Step out, dragon, trade. Trade the hands. Thrust his claws. Boom.
Dragon thrusts its claws.
Step out, adjust your stance, sweep the sea to push the mountain.
Sweep the sea to push the mountain.
Dragon stretches his claws.
Dragon stretches its claws.
Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, so we've done push feet, monkey steals the peaches, dragon thrusts his claws, sweep the sea to push the mountain through. Dragon stretches his claws, and mind being open and closed. So she's coming in a straight strike, or even if it was coming like a big rounded strike, if you see it coming, right, they're coming, you're gonna step back, boom, step out. You do not have to sink all the way down in practicality, right? But once you've learned how to do this pivot, you can, a lot of people say don't turn your back in a fight, but if you have the opportunity and you are quick enough, you can throw it. And if you're fighting multiple people, that rule is out the window, right? Or street fights, some of that stuff is out the window. Just don't get beat up, right? So I'm here, she throws that. That's a 1. And essentially from here, I'm pretty quick. I might be, if I'm by myself, to the car, right? So she's coming in a strike, boom. And instead, I'm gonna turn, boom. Assuming they're close, right? Because that would be a person. Crossing. Let's say they're too far away. Scoot back. You can do that push out, right, just like our sparring motion, with our sparring closing. Now this, you don't need much. If you do this on your hand, just from your shoulder, just like this, look.
It
Now,
hurts.
would you like me to do that on your nose?
No.
No, thank you.
It doesn't take that much. It doesn't take that much, right? You walk up, you see, it's called a trapping hand. But if you start trapping hands, you see it, and they do that one, that hurts. Like I say, everybody tears up when you pop them in the nose. Your eyes are teary, you can't fight that well. Bust your nose, now, oh. Right, it's on. So, blocking one, turning, comes across there. You can also come across body, right? Because that's a natural motion, big open body shot, down diagonally on into the carotid artery. But this, redirect it wherever you want. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So, it's not the move, or not the whole move, but if you were blocking a strike, could you, like, do a sweep? Like from where
I
you are?
don't personally recommend sweeps in self-defense. Those are very nice things back in the day, when people were scared to get their legs sweeped. Me personally, and most of the people that I see will stomp their leg as soon as they. Some people have better reaction skills than you think, and you think you're about to execute a sweep, and as soon as you straighten that leg, they're like, what is he? They just stomp your knee. So, me personally, no. I do an iron broom before I did anything, but me personally, I'm not gonna get on the ground if I don't have to. Any other questions? No. All right.
Just looks cool.
It's just as cool. Mr. Nelson, Mr. Hogan, and Saul, I'd like y'all to come right here in the middle and practice. Miss Hale, Miss Kelly, I'd like y'all to practice here. And Jillian, Willow, and Sophie, I'd like y'all to practice over here.
Why can't I ever do
Say it again.
From the top.
Yeah, yes, just that section that we've been doing, that from the drunken section, run it all the way through to. Yeah. Oh, you're asking.
That's 5 minutes. Salute. Two tigers by the trail.
Drunken. Drunken God.
8.
You don't have to do that. Even.
The old man. Ah, that's what I think.
No,
Old man.
yeah.
Exits the cave. Exits the cave. One finger at the top. One finger at the
Okay.
Something method.
First start punching method.
First start punching.
Second start.
Second start punching. 2 fists continually punching down.
Continue punching down.
Continually punching down.
Immediately punching
Just like
upward.
an arrow. Just like an arrow. Full sweep. Push sweep. Full sweep. Push sweep.
Full sweep,
Fist like
push
an arrow.
sweep.
Fist like an arrow.
Fist like an arrow.
Full sweep. Push sweep. Full sweep. Push sweep. Monkey steals the peaches.
Monkey steals the
Steals the
peaches.
peaches.
Dragon versus claws.
Right, that's the claw.
Sweep the sea, push the mountain.
Sweep the sea, push the mountain. Push the mountain.
Dragon God. Dragon versus claws.
Dragon opens his claws. Dragon stretches his claws.
I don't know. Because what? They're all.
Okay.
And yeah, that was where we left off.
So now when you do start to see a push down, with the application in mind, you gotta think how quickly you have to move and how the hands have to move.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to understand that this is an illusion. Big circle is an illusion. We did that so you can understand it's this. Your hands can't go away and you're locked out. Your body moving made it look like I did some circle, right? So if I'm standing here and you're getting ready to start, let's do it in the corner. So if I'm standing here like this and you're getting ready to strike, I didn't go like, whoa, right? Because remember, as fast as block in a straight line, right? So here, in, I'm moving away. Try it again. I'm standing here.
First start punching method.
So now if I'm standing here and I'm ready to fight, I'm gonna bring my hands in and move away. And now I'm blocking that way. Yes, exactly. So that is only to tense your hand and get the right. Exactly. So I'm there. I'm blocking all this. Turn.
Full sweep, push sweep.
Right, and that momentum
Second spinning back fist.
It is, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, and that's, you know, you see that all the time.
That's ugly.
So that's what we got going. We've actually had students on video get knocked out using that move. Somebody, another student from another school.
Oh, really?
It was because that student wasn't advanced, but he had been to a lot of the sparring units. So he went to the tournament, signed up as an advanced student, which means he was an advanced student, just not in sparring. So he got out there, the guy was actually a little over the top, and he got actually eventually got disqualified, but the guy, it was like perfectly executed. He was like, shoot,
Sweep the bottom.
boom, and caught him right on his button. I was like,
See, I don't know, who cares?
all right, I'll let y'all get back to it.
Is it sweep the bottom of the C or just sweep the C?
Sweep the C, but in order to sweep the C, you gotta
Yeah.
that one.
Dragon first call.
Eight. Drunken Dragon. Man. Thanks, it's okay. One finger asks the question. First start punching method. Second start punching method. Two fists continually punching downward.
Yeah, but we're gonna be
Continually punching upward.
whatever. Doesn't matter.
Just like an arrow. Full sweep, push fists like an arrow. Full sweep, push
Eight.
Dragon.
Old man. Exits the cave. One finger asks a question. When first start punching method. Second start punching method. Two fists. Continue punching downward.
Take tiger, shoot the tiger.
Continue punching. Immediately punching.
Eight. Drunken-Dragon. Then exits the cave.
Fist like an
Old
arrow.
man exits the cave. One finger asks the question. One finger asks the question.
Full sweep, push sweep.
First start
Push like
punching.
an arrow.
First start punching method.
Full
Second
sweep,
start punching
push
method.
sweep.
Second start punching method. Two
Monkey
fists
steals the
continually punching
peaches.
downward. Two fists continually punching downward.
Dragon.
Continually punching upward. Fist like an arrow. Fist like an arrow. Push sweep.
Oh,
Pull
dragon.
Push sweep. Pull sweep. Fist like an arrow. Fist like an arrow.
Sweep the seas, push the mountains.
Pull sweep. Push sweep. Pull sweep. Push sweep. Pull sweep.
Stretches its claws.
Monkey steals the peaches. Monkey steals the peaches. Dragon
Dragon.
thrusts its claws. Dragon thrusts its
I
claws.
always forget to, sometimes I forget it.
Sweep the sea, push them out.
Thank you. My animal's living.
Dragon
Two tigers.
stretches its claws. Dragon stretches its claws. Feet together. Yes, sir.
Sometimes I just, like, I stretch it. That's all right.
Take,
Take.
feet together. Very good job, take a break.
Yes, sir.